Hi, this is Kelly Kidd, sports dietitian and author of Healthy Grocery Lists for Athletes, using the grocery store to your advantage. Here are my top 10 tips for saving at the grocery store. And I realize how busy athletes and parents of athletes are, so not every tip may apply to you at this time. That's okay. My recommendation is to incorporate the tips that work for you right now and keep the other tips handy for a time that they can fit into your schedule. So let's get into my tips. Tip number 1, clip coupons. This is probably one of the most obvious recommendations and can often be one of the most time-consuming too. An easy place to start saving money at the grocery store is by clipping coupons from the newspaper. Buy a newspaper on the weekends and search for coupons, or look for coupons when they come in the mail. Only use a coupon if it's on your list or something that you need. If you can remember, keep your shopping list handy through the week. You can see what you need and what coupons you have that match your needs. This prevents you from buying things you don't want or don't need. Tip number 2, use flyers and grocery store newsletters. Sign up for the grocery store email list or pick up a flyer on your way into the store. Scan down the flyer to see what items match those on your list. Look for colorful produce sales to ensure you walk out with a colorful, budget-friendly cart. Receive special discounts for signing up. Many stores will give you an extra coupon book filled with great deals just for signing up. Use to help plan meals and create your shopping list. At a loss for what to put on your shopping list or what meals to make this week? Turn things around and use the flyers and recipes in the grocery store newsletters to actually create your shopping list. Using the flyers for expensive items such as produce and meat can really help cut costs. They will let you fill your cart with the best bargains for that week. Tip number 3, go online for coupons. If you are having a hard time finding the items you use in the newspaper and circular options, you can sign up for coupons on the grocery store website. You can quickly scan through the digital coupons for your store to see what you need. Many stores will even allow you to digitally clip their coupons and save them directly to your shopping cart, thus removing the step of cutting them out and remembering to take them with you to the store. But be on guard as you peruse through the coupons and only search for coupons for things you need. A recent study put out on prevention of chronic disease entitled Online Grocery Shopping and Unhealthy Foods found that 25% of coupons are put out for foods that shouldn't be on the top of your list for optimal performance. Things like processed foods, desserts, and candy. So make sure you're looking for available coupons that are matching your performance food selections. You can find a ton of coupons on websites such as www.coupons.com and print out the ones that you need. Tip number 4, if your store offers a card option, become a member. Use the member card and start saving right away. Receive special discounts at checkout. Many stores offer special deals just for having and using their card. Some even offer savings on gas. What if you forget your card? Typically not a problem. You can often use your phone number in place of the card if you forget to bring it. Tip number 5, choose the generic brand. Most of the generic brands taste just as good and cost much less, especially for foods such as canned goods, cereals, pasta, and other packaged items. Take a look at your options for these products to save money. One excellent example is generic Greek yogurt. This product can often be less expensive. Just make sure it's actually Greek yogurt and the label doesn't say Greek style. Tip number 6, buy produce in season. Buying produce in season whenever possible can not only save money, it can also improve the nutritional value. In-season produce is often local, which means you are not having to pay for the extra shipping expenses. Often when produce is not in season, it is being shipped long distances. For fresh produce, this means a greater loss of nutrients due to longer exposure to light and the elements. And in many cases, the food has to be shipped before it is ripe, so the taste is less than desirable by the time you get to eat it. So bottom line, buying produce in season equals food that is less expensive and more delicious. Tip number 7, compare prices. This tip requires some math skills and a calculator and of course a bit more time, but the payoffs for taking the time to do this can be huge. Save this tip for a shopping trip that you have more time, or if none of your trips seem to offer enough time, use this tip for one product a trip. Compare prices to determine the best deal by using unit price if there are two similar items on the shelf. Forgot your calculator or didn't feel like lugging one to the store with you? No worries. Use your phone. Calculate the best price by using your phone calculator. Do this by dividing the total price by ounces to get the price per ounce. I have no doubt that you're going to be surprised by the results. This tip especially applies to items with coupons. Sometimes something that seems like a great deal isn't when you see how much, or in many cases, how little you are getting for your dollar. Manufacturers count on us being too busy to notice. Don't let them fool you into spending more of your hard-earned money than you should. Tip number 8. Shop the markdown items. Some items are marked as manager special or clearance, offering a huge discount. It's typically worth your while to take a quick look at this section. I especially find this helpful when I'm looking for really ripe bananas for a recipe. Don't forget to use caution with discounted meat or produce. Make sure you use these items right away, as they usually are getting near the end of their use-by date. This may be a good place to look for meat when you plan to use for dinner that night. Many times markdowns may mean the package is damaged, not the goods. Tip number 9. BOGO Deals, aka buy one, get one free. Look out for these. This is great if you're buying something that you eat often and has a longer expiration date. I find these especially helpful for items like canned goods or packaged items like cereal or pasta. And my final tip for today, tip number 10, use the bulk bins. The bulk bins are often less expensive because they require less packaging. Things like whole grains, nuts, seeds, and dried fruit can be found in the bulk section and are all a healthy addition to an athlete's diet. Just remember to keep the free sampling to a minimum so you're not walking out of the store ingesting a meal's worth of food from the bulk bins. I may know a few collegiate athletes who may have done this in their time. Not that I ever did this or anything. That would be crazy. Thank you again for joining me for my top 10 tips for saving at the grocery store. This is Kelly Kidd, sports dietitian and author of Healthy Grocery List for Athletes, using the grocery store to your advantage. You can get the complete guide to shopping for a performance diet at myathletesgrocerylist.com and #athletesgrocerylist. I hope you have a super healthy and happy day ahead. Be well and eat well.